Welcome to Jackson the Pod. I'm Jack John.
I'm Jack Velasquez, and we're back with our
Back.
NFL picks. Back. Last week we weren't here. Someone was extremely ill,
Took a sick
COVID,
day.
sick day. Hey, everyone deserves it. We're unionized. The two of us are unionized. We've both voted on it, and there's benefits that come with this, and it's one sick day a week or a season.
Yeah, and it paid off because went 4-1, and Jack went 3-2. So winning week.
Winning week for both of us, and we're both tied
Dead even
overall.
again.
That even again, there's no, what are we, 26, 23, and 1?
Yeah, 26, 23, and 1. What was the leaderboard is at 32 or 33. So I mean, we're not too far off.
Yeah. And there's what, 8 weeks left?
Yeah, this is doable.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
So let's
I
get
don't
hot. Let's get some picks.
know. Okay. All right. Let's jump in then. Okay. Since you got 4-1, you get to pick. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I mean, I'll go with this one.
Okay.
Because this is one I think we're aligned on a lot of these, and I'll save my surprise pick till the end, but I'll throw out one that I think that we're aligned on.
Okay.
Um, I'm going with the Packers. And yeah, I think the Packers they're playing the Bears. Um, I love the Bears, but man, the Packers beat the Bears, and I do not like the Bears vibes coming in this game. If we are going to break this streak of Lambeau owning us, it's not going to be this week. So yeah, I'm giving 5 with the Packers
Yeah.
and giving the points away.
Yeah. I think that I heard something earlier today that like the Packers have won like 5 of the last 6 games.
I think it's
Uh,
more than that. It's like
or even more.
yeah,
And they've always covered in Soldier Field as well during this winning streak. I like that it's 5. I was like, that's it? 5? I was like, are you tricking me, Vegas, to pick these 5? Like, is this like a sucker's pick? Because it's so low. I think Caleb Williams honestly is overrated. I thought that coming in. He's so inaccurate, and the Packers just pick people off left and right. They held CJ Stroud down. They have got a good defense. They did all right against Jared Goff. Granted, it was in the rain, but I just don't think the Bears got anything. I'm with you. I got the Packers -5 as well. We did know this. We knew we are going to be aligned. This week it was just like scary, and then after you looked at it, you're like, oh, these are kind of obvious. I'm going to pick these ones. And Packers was the number one on my list.
yeah. This one was. I mean, if the Bears somehow cover and play well, I'll be pleasantly surprised. And yeah, I'll take the small victory. But
Yeah.
look, I've already closed my eyes in this season. I'm not saying Caleb Williams is overrated. I'm just saying I'm done with this season. I will reevaluate next year at
I
what
just
left.
I just feel like he's gotten worse every year. So he had that like first USC year, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, this guy's amazing." And then the next year, he was kind of was a lot worse than he was the previous year. And then he got drafted, and then I'm like, he's even worse than he was at USC the year before. So like, I just feel like he's gotten like progressively worse, is which what you don't want to see in a quarterback.
I just think the offense is weird. And I mean, look, he's taking sacks. He's inaccurate. He is not helping the offense.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm gonna wait one more year, and while I'm waiting for one more year, I'm gonna take the Packers this week.
I like it. All right, let's just keep this rolling. What do you think? And we'll just see if we're aligned. You go. What's your next pick?
Oh, okay, we throw one out. I picked our first alignment. You get what's our next alignment?
All right. Well, I know you love these guys,
Yeah.
and I used to love these guys, but I don't love them as much anymore. But I love them Sunday night Chargers Bengals. I like the Chargers -1.5. I am feeling so good about that Charger game. The Chargers just run the ball. They're tough. They're a tough team. Jim Harbaugh has made them tough. And the Bengals are spread them out, throw the ball. And I don't think they're tough. I think the Chargers are just going to run it down their throat. Justin Herbert's feeling healthy. Um, I mean, the like they just constantly put up numbers, the Chargers, and I think they're just the better team at this point. I think the Bengals are like um they're like the Chargers of the old, like when you said like they're first in offense and first in defense, and they still didn't make the playoffs. The the Bengals threw 5 touchdowns on Thursday night and they lost. I think they're going to lose again. I think the Chargers are going to have time of possession Sunday night, -1.5.
I like the pick, and it's what I would have gone for. I'm not aligned on it though. I did not make
Oh,
my picks, and the reason
damn.
I'm not was because I mean this is basically an elimination game for the Bengals. If they lose this one, they are out. I do not see them making the playoffs. Even if they win this game, it's still going to be hard. And because it's an elimination game, I think the NFL script wants to keep them around a little bit longer. And
Wow.
I'm a little nervous about the Chargers being able to keep pace with how many points the Bengals score. This is kind of the Chargers' first real test, and I'm hope that they can win this game, and I think that they could. I'm nervous about how many points the Bengals are going to put up and whether the Chargers can keep up.
I think the Chargers will. Also, Bengals don't have a lot of fans, so this might feel like a home game for the Chargers for once. So, yeah, I'm good on them. All right. Well, what's your second pick then?
Okay, this is where I thought you were going with this one. You said I like these guys. Um, and I'm going against someone that I think you may like. So this one actually, I think this will be one. I'm taking one that I don't think we may be lined on.
Uh-oh.
I'm taking the Broncos, giving 2.5 to the Falcons.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think for me, this is the Broncos defense is very good. And I mean, I've voiced it before. I do not trust Captain Kirk. Broncos aren't home. I think the Falcons are going to put up another stinker, and then people are going to be wondering, are the Falcons really going to win the division? Are the Buccaneers going to come crawl back into this? But I don't know. I just think the Broncos win this. I think they're the better team, and yeah, I think the Falcons kind of stink.
Well, Koo missed 3 field goals against the Saints, and that's why they lost. He's going to be in Mile High Stadium, and he's going to be kicking some bombs. Uh, I like Kirky Kirk, but I'm not touching that game. Not touching that game. You never know in Mile High Stadium what's going to go on. But like I'm just like is it's kind of like the Bears season, right? Like the Bears Hail Mary and then they fell apart. And then the Broncos blocked kick to win the game. Are they going to fall apart or are they going to be like we're really this good? We could have beaten the Chiefs. We should have beaten the Chiefs. Let's beat the Falcons. I think the Broncos are the bad good team. So I wish you the best of luck. Maybe hopefully we both picked AFC West, so like hopefully the AFC West doesn't let us down. And they both win and cover.
Hopefully so. We will see.
All right. Okay. Well, I think you got this one.
Okay.
It's a divisional game.
Okay.
It's two AFC North teams.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. I've read some stats. I've looked around and the line is Ravens at Steelers. Ravens are getting 3 points. So that means that the Steelers are 3 point underdogs at home. And I'm feeling unlimited. Are you feeling unlimited? Because I'm feeling Mr. Unlimited. I like him right now. I am a +3 Steelers. The underdog I read covers in this game, like historically, the underdog covers like 26 and 9 in the history between John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. The underdog typically covers. Give me 3 points at home, the Steelers. I'm all over that.
Yeah, we are aligned. I mean, look, the Steelers are great against the spread. I mean, the Ravens are coming on and they're super hot right now. I think they're going to take a step back. And I don't know, for some reason, Lamar cannot play the Steelers. It's just weird. I don't know, they just don't score points. And
Yeah,
I think, the Steelers win this on some funky Russell Wilson magic, like something like 17-10 or like some weird score.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I love the Steelers in this one. Dogs at home, they're going to win the division. Mike Tomlin's going to have them fired up.
Oh my God. That's true. And like the crazy part is if they win this game, the Steelers, and then let's say hypothetically the Chiefs lose against the Bills, the Chiefs play against the Steelers on Christmas Day. They could be one game apart, and all the Steelers need to do is win, and then they can get home field advantage in the playoffs.
I mean, that's such a fluke. That's I love the Steelers, but I would not. I don't love them. Like they're not that good. But look, it's a weird season, and yeah, I could definitely see the Steelers being the fluky number 1 seed in a strong AOC.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, man. But I'm with you on that. Yeah. Steelers plus three. All right. So we're at 3 picks each. Fourth pick. Who do you have?
Okay, I'm gonna still keep my surprise pick away. I'm gonna
Okay.
go for one. I don't think we may not be aligned on this one, but this one, I went to just because I think this team's dead. The team I'm picking against, and this is the one where like things start getting really weird for them. I picked the Colts getting 4
Oh,
at the Jets. I think the
wow.
Colts. I mean the Colts to me are the good bad team, and yeah, like look, Flacco hasn't really kind of lived it up, but I still think the Colts are a solid team, and I think the Jets are awful, and I think like they rallied a little bit without Salah, but their defense looks horrible without Salah. And I think this is the week that it really starts like coming off, and Aaron Rodgers is like, "Yeah, I may retire. I'm definitely going to go to Bolivia again or do some weird thing."
Wow. Even with Richardson in quarterback, you're gonna take them.
I mean, I don't care who's playing quarterback for the Colts. I'm picking them over the Jets. I think the Jets just literally just blow up this week. Like, I think Rodgers just walks off the field or something, does something super diva.
Wow. All right. Damn. Okay.
I mean, the Jets are they're gonna get booed at home.
I love this. I That might be my underdog pick of the week. Like I might as well just put like might as well put a money line then.
I
Like
mean, I think you need to parlay our money line parlay Colts money line with how many times the camera goes to that fireman jet, how sad he is.
how much he wishes he was in those towers that day.
Burning down, burning.
Yeah, he's like, Jesus Christ, this is terrible. Wow, I was not expecting that. Okay, that is not mine. That is a surprise pick of the week for me. Um, my next, I love it though. I might take it. It's not plus 176. It's not that great, but
Because people know the Jets are dead.
yeah, and FanDuel has gone down to plus 3.5. So like, people are betting that, like you said. I might just take the Colts plus 1.5. You get better odds, like a little bit of better odds. I don't think it'll be a 1 point game, but like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, my pick. It's another, I'm kind of jumping on the Jack John train here.
Hmm.
Jack John's kind of like followed some teams historically, and they're kind of good. Um, and sometimes, like, typically, you pick them on the weeks that they're good. So hopefully, you kind of align with me now. You didn't align with me with the Chargers, but I'm gonna go on another LA team. I'm gonna take the LA Rams minus 4.5 against the Patriots. I don't understand why it's only 4.5. Like earlier in the season, the Jaguars got -7 against the same Patriots team. And you're telling me that the Jags are a better team than the Patriots, or I mean, than the Rams. So I don't buy that at all. Cooper Kupp is healthy. Puka Nacua is healthy. Um, I know they're traveling on a short week, but I don't really care about that. I think their defense is pretty good. I know they lost to the Dolphins and couldn't figure it out, but I think it'll be motivation for them to come out with the smackdown on the Patriots and show Drake May what's up. So I got the Rams minus 4.5.
I like the pick. We are not aligned. I just stayed away just because it was like just a little bit too many points for me. And plus, I've been burned by the Rams so much this season.
Yeah.
So I just stayed away from that one, but I do like the pick. I do think, it's crazy that I think the Rams are a lot better than the Patriots, and I think the Patriots have fooled some people these
Yeah.
past couple weeks.
Yeah, they beat the Bears, and I feel like people are like, "Oh wow, they've won a game. They won a game they weren't supposed to." And like, it was the Bears. The Bears suck. Like, settle down here.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are playing way above their league right now, and this is
Yeah,
like the comeback. I just wasn't sure how many points that was going to be by. I like the pick, just didn't make it.
yeah. All right. Well, we got one left. Or do you have one left or no?
I
Yeah,
got one left. Yeah.
okay, one left. All right, you give me your surprise pick of the week.
if this is my surprise, I have not picked this team once this year. And this may be like me being way too sharp about it. I'm picking the Browns, getting one at the game.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, we go out rematch.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I think the Browns are healthy. I think, they kind of have something rolling with the quarterback. I think the Saints are super fluky. They're going to throw one off with that one victory last week, and then
Yeah,
they go right back to the bottom of the barrel.
yeah, yeah. No, I kind of alluded to it earlier. The Falcons should have beat the Saints last week, and without those missed field goals, they would have won. And so I think the Saints got their new coach bump, so to say, where you got the new coach coming in and giving you a little bit of life. But I think Winston will come in and show Derek Carr what's up. And like he's also playing against his old team. It's a revenge game. They kind of like let him walk to be a backup somewhere else. And now Winston's been given the keys. And so I like that. I like the Browns plus, was it plus 1.5 or plus one?
It's plus one. Only getting
Uh,
one, but still, that's more than enough points.
yeah, it's a pick 'em essentially. But yeah, I feel good. My other one that I was kind of like going back and forth with was the Dolphins -7 against the Raiders. That was like it was between the Browns and the Dolphins. Uh, I just feel like the Raiders are kind of like what you mentioned with the Jets, like just a dead team. Like they just are terrible. And they're traveling all the way across the country, and the Dolphins are maybe figuring something out. Tua's been back for a little bit, so maybe they could put on a show at home. So those were the two. That was the other one I was going with, as well as the Texans. I also like the Texans against the dead ass Cowboys.
I thought of the Texans. They're one of those teams that just hasn't been the best cover this year. So I stayed away from that one, but that one's definitely on my list. The Vikings giving six the Titans
Right.
traveling away. I thought about that one, but I'm also like, the Vikings are now kind of just holding on a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I didn't like that one. So yeah, that's the reason why I made my picks. But those were
Yeah.
my first out. I like that Raiders a little bit, but I don't know. That Dolphins and the Raiders are just two teams I've stayed away all year just because I have no idea what's going on with either one of them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the Dolphins without Tua, completely different team. They looked good on Monday night, but like I just feel like that was a product of the Rams just not firing on all cylinders. I mean, they got close enough to score 5 field goals, the Rams. So um, kind of scary when it's like 7 points. And that's why I think the Rams are going to beat the Patriots. I just think they're backed up. They just need to score some touchdowns and they'll splurge all over the Pats in that game. All right.
I
So
yeah, I just don't know. Tyreek Hill is just I don't know what's happening to that guy. That's number one reason why you don't make the receiver your number one highest paid player.
well, I think he's got to be in his head, right? Like he leaves this team and they go on to win 2 Super Bowls without him. And then they start the season off 9-0, 10, whatever they're at right now. Like, obviously, like people used to think you were like the hot shit, but it's like obviously had nothing to do with you. You were just like this fun little weapon that they could use.
I know now Mike McDaniels who's like, I'm gonna design this whole offense around Tyreek Hill. Now he looks like an idiot. Like everyone that's attached themselves to looks like an idiot. It's just not a good look for him. And
Especially the Miami-Dade cops, they attach themselves to you. They look like idiots, like it
yeah,
happens to everybody.
it's a bad year. It's a bad year.
Yeah. All right. So those were our picks for our super contest, but what's going to be your like big upset or underdog or I know your surprise pick was the Colts and I think I'm gonna just jump in there and say it. I'm gonna take the Colts money line. I think that's a great pick.
Ooh, why don't you jump up because I've been tracking a couple like college, I think just huge upsets, and let me just pull them up and like get the numbers on them. So if you got one, why don't you go ahead? If you
Yeah,
got
no, I think I'm gonna do like I said, I think I'm gonna do your Colts minus. I'm going to do -1.5. I'm going to pick them to win and cover a little bit of a spread to just get a little bit of juice on there. But I do like that. I mean, in terms of college football, obviously you're probably going to pick Tennessee. plus 260. That's a given. All of our listeners know that you're going to pick Tennessee. Uh, so what else? You can't pick Missouri because you got money on South Carolina.
Yeah.
So what's your big upset here in terms of like San Jose State? Like, where are you going with these?
No, no, no. I'm tracking a couple like ones who I think just have been way too hot. Um, and I'll tell you one that I think is completely flipped, and it's the one that I'm probably looking at right now, which is which is Utah over Colorado. Uh, everyone's favorite. I thought Utah was going to win the Big 12 easily this year. Obviously they haven't, kind of fallen apart a little bit, but I still think they're a better team than Colorado. Um, I don't know. I don't buy the Dion thing. I think Shadur, is a really good quarterback prospect.
Yeah.
However you rate quarterbacks nowadays, which honestly probably aren't that great, a little overrated. Not the biggest fan of Travis Hunter. Obviously, I've taken money on someone else to win Heisman, and I think this is the week where like Colorado's little love story falls apart. So yeah, I'm probably taking money line Utah, which right now is at plus 360.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I like it. Well, I'm just like thinking like in the future, like, if Colorado keeps winning, they're going to make it to the Big 12 championship game. Is that when we start to fade them? Is because we're in Vegas for that game. That will be there. I don't know if we'll actually be able to put in money because we'll probably do like second half lines because the game starts at 9 and we both
Yeah,
land up at 8:30. But yeah, I mean, there's a chance Colorado's in that game to get a bye, right? They could essentially get a bye.
yeah, that
Uh,
would be insane if Colorado has a bye in the college football playoff. The world would erupt. The world may stop.
oh man. Well then, yeah, plus 360. There you go. That's a pretty good bet. I'm sure there might be a profit boost coming down the line there for that game as well. So
Yeah,
that's a pretty
I always love betting against the public, and no team is more public than Colorado
and the Jets.
and the Jets.
Might as well just parlay Utah with the Colts and see what you can get.
Aaron Rodgers and Dion can take a little lovers trip together.
Yeah, little trip to Bolivia and do some darkness retreat.
Such a weirdo.
Well, that's I think those are good, man. I feel good about our picks. So we aligned on the Packers and the Browns, and then we had three different picks, and so we'll see what we do. No jack off this
No
week.
Jack.
There hasn't been jack offs, I don't think, for a while. A couple of weeks. Last week there was no jack offs either. We were pretty aligned as well last week for some games. So we'll see what next week brings, and hopefully we come back and improve our record from 26, 23 and 1, and when we come back 31, 23 and 1. That's the goal.
That's the
Five.
goal.
I mean, like for you like you do another 4-1 week or 5-0, and then do another good week next week. There could be a 3-week payout waiting for you, right?
Trying to get there. Trying to, only got a couple more of these 3 week windows left, and hopefully it pulls together this week, and hopefully it's not just some horrible like Aaron Rodgers dancing on my grave.
Yeah, some 0-4, 0-5
Yeah.
debacle.
But I don't know. I mean, the standings change every week. Gambling Grocer was the leading person after like the first 9 weeks, and I don't even see him in the top anymore.
There
It's
you go. That's our territory.
You got bagged.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, good job by us, and I'm excited to see what we report back to the public next week.
Excited for it. Well, good luck, everyone. Good luck with your bets.
All
Good
right.
luck with you.
Thank you.